Okay, so welcome to the Who Adventure Games Tardis. We're going to have a quick look around and decide which is better out of all three of them. Now we're playing as Amy, which means we're limited in every shape or form because we haven't completed the game at all. And firstly, you'll notice it's incredibly dark and not as orange or bright as any of the other versions of the Tardis, which is questionable perhaps. Maybe this is just, I'm not sure, but we can go up here. Well, we can't. We just go back here instead. So little freedom at all we have. Starting here, we can see that the lights are quite well modelled. Additionally, the doors fold in. The doors actually look quite nice, but we can't actually get out of the TARDIS. The actual models here look pretty 2D as well. Nothing much going on. To be honest, the texture's quite high definition for the Garry's mod version. The Garry's mod version is a bit more flat, and there's also this wooden thing down there which I didn't notice in the Garry's mod. Ceilings look a lot higher definition, I think, and then also on the stairs the lights light up a lot better as well, I think. We'd also go down here, and unfortunately we can't explore that bit. Strange, the room leads back to itself. Well, we know different, Amy. You can actually just angle the camera right up there and you can see there's a corridor sort of thing there as well. We could also perhaps go around here. This brings me back to the Legacy TARDIS, which doesn't let me go through there, which is a shame. But we can have to just do some clever camera work. The stairs models, in fact, most of the models here look really good. The Garry's mod one is likely to be ported over from these sort of models, and unfortunately Hammer and Garry's mod editing means it's slower. Now we can't actually go down there at all, which is annoying, but focusing back here, the glass looks a lot more reflective as well. For some reason I'm getting lag spikes every time I look up, for some reason. That is unusual, and I'm worried about the music now being copyrighted. But now having a look at this console, yes, the reflections look a lot better as well. You can also see some sort of glass work down in the corner there. Now we can have a look at the controls. The controls seem a lot more, in fact they actually look a lot more firm and straight edges as well. They look a lot more detailed as well, just like there. Just looking around, you can see the models seem to look a lot. Oh, hello, Amy. Seem to look a bit different. Also, the center column looks absolutely magnificent against the other versions of the TARDIS. You can see the glass refracts. The center bit looks really nice. The monitor also looks. Actually, I think the Garry's mod monitor looks a bit better, to be honest. You can also have a look at some of these more controls. Look, there's a date thing there as well. The time rotor. Oh, there's even some wiring underneath it. That looks fantastic. Helmet regulators just there. Oh, actually, no, that's not. It's a Bunsen burner. Whoops. We have a look over there. No, wait, let's go over here and. Whoops. Honestly, 200 videos and I can finally do some clever cameraing. But yeah, look, the helmet regulator there doesn't animate or anything, which sucks. Nothing really animates in the console. And actually, the lighting sucks because nothing's really lighting up green or anything. But overall, the models do look quite nice here. We can pan down as well. Look at the. Actually, the closer you get, because this is a third-person game, from a distance it looks fine. But as you get closer, the textures begin to wear away a little bit, getting worse. We could also have a little pan around here as well. You can see we could probably test out some of this stuff as well just now. We can hit that one. Oh, there we go. See, that animates pretty well. Just one more to go, it says. So we're gonna zoom out again. This does look like quite a nice console, to be honest. Unfortunately, it's not as free as what you can do in other games, which is just a shame. Now, what do I have to do? Oh, we have to go to this one. So let's examine, and you can do some more. But we're not going to. We're going to explore the TARDIS more, so we're going to pan away. So which is something we can do now. I'm just getting some more cool shots there. Just Amy in the background, and below we've got the blue light emitting off of it, which is also quite nice. Should we go back over here and see if we can look under the console, or we could look at the Doctor out here, which which looks quite nice. Now let's just have a quick look under the console, if it lets us, which would be nice. You can just about see, there's not as much detail obviously because you can't see it, and then there's just some blue lighting as well. Nothing over here as well. Instead, in the Garry's Mod 1 you can see a walkway over there, so perhaps this isn't finished. And there's just some darkness there, which doesn't make sense because there should be rooms going off, so it's not really a finished one. Next, let's go to the Garry's Mod 1. Okay, so welcome to the Garry's Mod Tardis. Oh, the Doctor doesn't seem to be holding up too well there. Anyway, we're here to review the second one, and we'll start with something I made a mistake on. Yes, there is a carpet here, which I didn't notice before, and it's a lower resolution than the BBC made one, which should really be the best quality. But these lights rule over the first one, the Adventure Games, because it's 3D. Now, these textures here, they're not as brilliant as the BBC one. It's obviously difficult to get the textures for them, but I've noticed there's a lot more detailed architecture, much like the BBC one, of course. Now we can have a look over here and see that overall it's a lot brighter as well, and in fact it looks a lot more comic than the other one. Now going back over here, and I notice how we're absolutely free. We could probably just go and be the Doctor Who one, but anyway, you'll notice here there isn't the missing black spaces. They've put the spider web here, and there's the bridge over there, so you can actually walk around here without it going, oh, this seems to lead here. Now we can have a look over here as well and see this is a lot wider than the other one. There's also some lights on the floors as well, and there's a big long tunnel where the rooms go to. And you can also just about see underneath. Now, unfortunately, the stairs don't have the lighting effects that the Adventure Games did. I think if you add them, they will be fantastic and look a little bit more like the real thing as well. Now, we could have a look at the console as well. You'll see this is a far greater console for, firstly, its animations, and secondly, its vibrant colours. Now, this seems to be quite big, or I feel a lot small, but either way, there's a lot more stuff to do. Oh, you can see those animations. Everything animates and seems to work a lot better, which is brilliant. And you can also have a look up here as well and explore. So overall, unfortunately, some of these textures aren't as good as the Adventure Games, but the positives of this is that it's a lot colourful. You've got more options to do what you want. You're less limited, and there's a lot more easy functionality as well. And see, that monitor looks a lot better than the Adventure Games one. And we could probably do the same thing where we just go and get these panoramic shots here, but yeah, that's really just about it for the Garry's Mod 1. So let's go ahead over to the Fallout Who Vegas Tardis. See you on the other side. Alright, so welcome to the last Tardis in the Fallout Who Vegas. Now, firstly, you notice something quite different, that seems the stairs are a lot closer than the door than usual. Also, the carpet's missing, and indeed, there are 3D lights which actually light up, which is nice. There isn't as complicated architecture as the Garry's Mod 1, and there's also quite a lot of loud noises, and you are finally free to walk around, so that's good. And also we have the lighting on the stairs, which is nice. So the Doctor, if you're watching this, please add the lighting on the steps. They're quite nice as well. Now overall, this theme is quite brown. Well, brownish. It's orange. It's very warm, and fortunately the textures don't really give that much goodness. This is probably one of the worst textured walls of all of them, but it's not too bad. Also, this room, it's not as many rooms as the Garry's Mod 1, and it all seems to be a bit of a mishmash because it seems like things have been put in the wrong place, and this is far from the Garry's Mod 1 and the Adventure Games one. However, the walls seem to reflect, which is interesting at say least. And Finally, we get to the console, which is the nicest part, which has beautiful lighting underneath. And when we go up, we can see that the displays and all the animations and everything. Well, it doesn't seem to be many animations until you can actually fly the TARDIS, because this is an older save, but the animate as well. The animations aren't as brilliant, but the textures on this are quite nice. Well-ish. My favourite part is the bluest bit of the TARDIS. The seats seem quite small and not to scale, really. These models seem a bit weird. And the worst textures are up here on the bridge as you walk in. So it's not the... I'm actually surprised a little bit, given Garry's mod has better textures than this. Why should this mod in a better engine perhaps work better? But I'm not too sure. There's also some steam coming off, which is nice. Where the Bunsen burner was in Garry's mod. Having steam coming off the TARDIS is nice. Also, the date thing here looks like all the gauges are moving. So it has some good things, and the monitor isn't as nice as the Garry's mod or the Adventure Games one. So overall, this is probably my least favourite out of all of them, I think. Apart from the bluest bit of the consoles, which really nice. Also the windows refract a little bit, and the wiring is also quite nice too. The sounds are also a lot detailed and clearer, and then the roof is just what is going on up there. So the walls lack a bit of detail, but anyway, hope you enjoyed the comparison. Now 3 of them will now appear on screen, so you can have a quick look back at all of them. So thanks for watching, and see you later.